Welcome back to our July edition of What's Up Stratford. Joining me, and it's my honor to have Lloyd Robertson joining us today. Lloyd, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Peter. Good to be with you.
I can't believe that I'm able to interview Lloyd Robertson, famous CTV national broadcaster, award-winning broadcaster. Lloyd, thank you. It's a genuine honor for me to do this. Thank you.
Well, Stratford has always been very close to my heart, Peter. And of course, we met many years ago and continued to meet at various Stratford events. So we've kind of become friends in the meantime.
Thank you. I would concur. Lloyd, you're Stratford, if you will. Let's back it up. You grew up in Stratford, and then you had your first chance to test out your voice. What was the start of that?
Well, that actually was when a kind of stern but gentlemanly principal at Shakespeare School said, I think you have a good voice for doing the morning announcements. I'm going to put you on with another young woman who's doing them now, and you'll share them. So I went on, did the announcements with her, and that was the very first time I went through a speaker system in Shakespeare School. And I got kind of interested in media in general after that. We didn't call it media in those days. It was basically radio. That's all it was. And I followed radio, CJCS, religiously, knew all the personalities, was there for the big coming home parade of the Perth Regiment in 1946. And that's where I kind of got really interested because my friends and I located on a platform across from the City Hall where the boys and girls were marching home. And I heard the commentators up above describing the scene. And I thought, wow, that would be great to be doing that because you're right in the center of the action. And I seem to be one of those kids who wanted to be in the center of things. So it was good for me in that sense. And then I started hanging around the radio station. Pretty soon I was asked to leave because I think I became a bit of a pest after a while, a 13, 14-year-old kid. But I kept at it. I went back. By the time I was 17, I was employed part-time, and at 18, full-time. And I was doing about 13 hours a day. I did Rise and Shine. I did the noon run. I did the news without Smith. I did the birthday club, Uncle Lloyd's birthday club. And I did the 6:30 edition of the news. So I had a pretty busy day. But it was a great beginning for me. CJCS was wonderful. I'll never forget those people. They gave me my start.
Lloyd, you obviously went on to great successes with CBC first, then CTV, and you've never forgot your Stratford roots. Tell us about your connection with the Stratford Perth Community Foundation.
Well, it struck me very early on, and my father said to me, never forget your roots, boy. He would drill that into me, and I think that stuck with me, but also the fact that we were poor growing up, and I needed help from a lot of friends, a lot of neighbors. There was some family in town, got help from them, but the hand up was what I needed most of all, and I got it. So when I was in an opportunity later to help out other people in my hometown, I was certainly available, more than available, to do that. And when I was asked to speak at the Stratford Perth Community Foundation, filling in one time for the Governor General of the day, David Johnson, I happily did that, and I got very interested in what they were doing. So Nancy and I set up the Youth Initiative Fund, which has grown exponentially since that time. And we now give donations of all kinds to all sorts of different groups for various projects throughout Perth County. And it's been very successful. And the foundation, from what I can gather, is thriving. We had our annual general meeting in June, and we've had a successful year and look forward to another one.
Lloyd, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate you sharing your Stratford experience with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Good to talk with you always.
Coming up next is Fiona from the Here for Now Theatre.